Hi and welcome to another midlife hack. This one I'm calling the hierarchy of care. Another way to put that is give yourselves a damn break. So we're all in it together, as we're being told a lot, but sometimes it feels like we're carrying everything alone. And this is something that isn't just a hack that's relevant right now in the coronavirus where we're all at home trying to manage 100 things. It's really relevant at any time in our lives, and it's something that shows up an awful lot with the women that I coach. The hierarchy of care is not something we as girls are taught growing up. And in fact, if you're anything like me, you have this sort of guilt trip that if you do anything for yourself, you're somehow selfish, and that your first and foremost job is to care for everybody else, and then your needs come in after, the dogs. So I distinctly remember even growing up in my home that my mom, would literally count out the dinner plates and say, David, Simon, Alana, me. And she would always get the smallest cut of meat. We're not living that life anymore. So the hierarchy of care is so important at any time, but it's incredibly important now. You are at the top of that hierarchy of care. You and you alone. Only then, when all that is sorted, do you invest your time and energy on partners and families, and then other, and this could be business, community, or whatever else. And the reason why this is so important, and it's at the top of the pyramid, and it's also, you'll see, not the biggest output, but even the little piece of output on yourself. So that just means giving yourself a break. Everything doesn't have to be perfect. You can spread the load and ask for help, but more importantly, when you want to rest, take it. When you have something that you need, ask for it. Make sure that in every day, especially at the moment when we're trying to maintain maybe kids at home, or we're certainly trying to respond to work online, we might have a lot of stuff coming our way. Looking after yourself, keeping yourself fit and healthy, eating good food, but taking time out. Time out is my favourite phrase, and not just from the toddler years. I never put my children in time out. I took time out because it's the most important thing that you can do for yourself. So this little piece of the triangle is smaller than all the other pieces, but it's the most important part. If you don't get this right, you're not going to do as well in all of these other segments. So the hierarchy of care is yourself at the top, then your close family and partner, and then everything else. That's not a selfish act. It's an act of self-care, and only when you are rested and nourished and your battery is full can you give what you want to give to everybody else. So, another week of madness, but this isn't just about the coronavirus, this is about life in general. You sit at the top of the hierarchy of care, and then you're good to go for everybody else. Enjoy.